Alright, so I wanted to make a quick, stupid little shit post here. Um, so something that doesn't get discussed a lot of the time is that the Super Game Genie is actually incompatible with Donkey Kong Countries 2 and 3. This doesn't get talked about a lot, and I've only seen it in one video from like 2003 or some shit like that. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. It was from the early 2000s. It was like 2009, 2010, one of those years, right? Where somebody uses a Game Genie and triggers copy protection from these two games. And I wanted to just showcase that in a video that's more recent because this isn't really talked about a lot. So what you gotta do is, and this is also good for people who just want to trigger the copy protection for, shits and giggles. You put this thing in like normal, and then you put one of these two games, Donkey Kong Country 2. I'm gonna try it with that first. So, yep. So you'll get the Game Genie screen, and that's normal. So it doesn't actually matter what code you put in. You don't need a specific code. Just press start, and yeah, you'll get this beautiful screen. Now, this is not the piracy screen technically, but there's a way to trigger the piracy screen. So this is the screen you'll first get with the Game Genie in, saying that this product will not operate when connected to a device, blah, 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 blah. Like, you've seen this fucking screen 100 times. It's fucking oversaturated as shit. This is not like cool information or nothing like that. So, but if you turn it off and you take this thing out, 1 second. So yeah, if you take this thing out, put it back in, then, I'll be damned, it fucking made a liar out of me. Hold up. Alright, as I was saying, if you simply take it out of the Game Genie most of the time and just put it in, then you'll get the piracy screen. For whatever reason, it launched completely normally that time. I really don't know why that did that. So yeah, this works with Donkey Kong Country 2 and Donkey Kong Country 3 for the Super Nintendo. So this happens, I assume, because of SRAM values being changed. I'm not entirely sure like what the exact reason is for why the Game Genie triggers it, but I assume it's because the Game Genie adds SRAM value that isn't supposed to be there, and Donkey Kong Country is told to trigger these screens if it detects more SRAM than needed. So that's why this triggers, but I'm not entirely sure. I would like if someone were to maybe do some research on why the Game Genie specifically can trigger it. But yeah, here's the weird thing is, unless if it just decides that it's gonna fucking make me look stupid and not do it this time. But yeah, says this product will not operate. Sometimes they'll even give you the fucking other screen where it's like an irregular T was detected or whatever the hell. That triggers all the time too. But yeah, just in case if you're worried, if this happens to you and you're fucking worried for whatever reason and you're a spearhead, all you have to do, I'm gonna do a tutorial. Let's just take Donkey Kong Country. By the way, the blue screen games do not work. Like the games with the blue screen piracy do not work, unfortunately, which is really sad. But yeah, just launch one of these games that don't have that weird copy protection. So yeah, there's Donkey Kong Country, which does have copy protection, but doesn't trigger by this method. I don't really know why, but it just doesn't. And then it should work just like that. No problems. Just in case anyone does this and just fucking freaks out, or if you've messed around with the Game Genie and you freaked out. I believe you can also wait 10 seconds after and it'll probably work. I actually don't know if this like fucks up your data. It doesn't. 100% doesn't. So, yep, completely fine. Just it's chilling. So yeah, I just wanted to make that shit post because I tried this with my other Super Nintendo that just bad graphic issues. It didn't work. I recently got this Super Nintendo, and everything works now, including this piracy shit. I actually got the Game Genie because I wanted to fuck around with it, with piracy. I don't really care to cheat in games. So yeah, there's just your stupid little shit posts for stupid, nerdy people. Hopefully this gave some people some insight on the Game Genie, and I really hope that people look more into this, because like if you watch the Gaming Historian or anything to do with, you know, the Game Genie or the Super Game Genie, this doesn't really get discussed, that like these games do not work. Maybe if you put a specific code it will, but like if you just like launch it, it'll just like fuck with everything, and like it just doesn't work like that. So yeah, there is my shit post today.